Hey, Ed here from 10,000 Foot View, and I've got another Google Ads quick tip. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about automatic creative in all its forms. And one of the things I see a lot on the PPC Reddit sub is people or advertisers complaining about Google serving random creative. And it can be a little bit challenging to remove all of that if you're not sure where to find all of those settings, because there are a few places where Google can do this. So today I'm going to show you all the places you need to go to effectively turn off automated creative and assets. So the first place you're going to find this is with what we call dynamic search ads. And those can appear from search campaigns and PMAX campaigns in search. And there is essentially a campaign setting to turn that on and off, and that is under automatically created assets. So you can see I've got this setting open on my screen. I've got it set to off. Worth noting that if you do turn it on, you still have to build creatives that will support that dynamic functionality. So if you don't do that piece, even though this is turned on, you shouldn't be seeing any dynamic creatives popping up. Over on PMAX, it's very similar. The only difference is that they incorporate the functionality for URL expansion. So in addition to activating dynamic creatives, you have to tell Google, to expand the URLs. It's basically two checkboxes. Once you do that, you do not, over in PMAX, have to create any dynamic ads. It's done for you based on the landing pages. So those are the first places you want to look. And unfortunately, you're going to have to check every campaign to make sure that this functionality is off. Okay, and the next place that Google may generate automated creatives for you is on the display network. If you turn on this checkbox, include Google Display Network on your search ads. So Google will automatically start running display ads for you based on your creatives in your search campaign. So, if you're starting to see display ads, you're not sure where those are coming from, probably you have this checked. And again, you will need to check all of your campaigns to make sure that this is unchecked. Okay, and the next place that Google may automatically generate creatives for you are from the auto apply settings. So to get here, you're going to navigate to all campaigns and then the recommendations tab, and then you will see on the top right an auto apply icon. If you click there, Google will display the various auto apply recommendations that you have active. So when they're rolled up like this, it means there aren't any active, and that's how we like to see our accounts. But basically, there are a few different places you have to take care of here. And the first section is under ads and assets, and there are two potential automated creatives. So the first one is add responsive search ads, and as that implies, Google will go ahead, if this is checked, and can automatically generate a responsive search ad just out of thin air. And it will use content from your landing page and from other ads you've already created in the account to try and cobble something together. Tends to be that the creatives are really bad. Often they mix and match. Like if you have 3 different offers on your website, they'll put content from the wrong offer in the RSA. So they'll be like offering something that's not related to that landing page. So really, really important to leave that unchecked. And then the second one is improve your responsive search ads. So this applies to existing RSAs that you're running, wherein Google will go ahead and add additional ad copy and headlines and descriptions. Again, based on that same kind of rationale, it's going to pull in from other existing RSAs that could be anywhere in your account and landing page content. So similarly, you don't want this to be out of your control and not be aware that Google is doing this. So you want to leave that unchecked. Finally, there's one more thing you need to check in auto apply recommendations, and that is under grow your business keywords and targeting. And this just goes back to what I talked about a few minutes ago with display ads being turned on or display network being turned on in search campaigns. If this use display expansion checkbox is in fact activated, Google can go ahead and turn that feature on any of your campaigns and will very likely do so in a matter of weeks or months of you activating this. So you want to make sure that this is unchecked. Okay, and the last place you need to check for automatically generated creative is something called automated assets. And honestly, the easiest way to get here is to just use the search function because it will save you clicking through about 5 steps to get to this page. So once you get here, you will see any automated assets, which used to be called extensions, of course, that have been active recently, based on the date range here. In this account, we've turned off any that we don't want running, so we can see that this is clean, but normally you may see that some of these are active. Now, to turn these off, you're going to go into the More menu, you're going to click Advanced Settings, and you're finally going to see a list of all of the extensions that are automated extensions that are turned on or off. And you just want to go through these and make sure you turn off any of the ones you don't want. Turning off all of them is not a bad idea. In some cases, you do want certain things like dynamic images, where that'll pull images from the landing page. But really, if you want just all of this inactive, just turn them all off. And that's it. If you go through all those steps, you will ensure that you deactivate any automated creatives and extensions in your account, and you shouldn't see any random stuff in your ads moving forward. Okay, that's it for today, and we will see you next time.